I never believed in ghost stories. I thought they were tales spun by the imagination, exaggerating whispers shared around campfires or told late at night when shadows seemed longer and the darkness deeper. But that was before I heard the footsteps. It started on a Thursday. I remember because Thursdays were my late nights at the office. The commute home was always a drag, but that night, it felt especially heavy. The streetlights flickered as I struggled to stay alive, casting erratic, jittery shadows on the sidewalk. I walked quickly, eager to get home, my heels clicking a steady rhythm on the cracked concrete. About halfway home, I first heard it, a second set of footsteps. At first, I thought I was imagining things. I stopped, and they stopped. I started again, and so did they, perfectly in sync with mine. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and a chill ran down my spine. I turned around, expecting to see someone right behind me. The street was empty. I shook it off, blaming my overworked mind. I picked up my pace, my footsteps faster now, almost running. The echo of footsteps quickened too, never missing a beat. I glanced back again, still nothing. I could feel my heart racing, the pounding in my chest almost drowning out the sound of those footsteps. When I finally reached my apartment building, I rushed inside, slamming the door behind me. I leaned against it, breathless, my ears straining for the sound. Silence. My mind raced with possibilities, but I forced myself to calm down. It had to be in my head. The next night, I tried to forget about it. I worked late again and left the office feeling more at ease, convinced that the previous night was just a fluke. But as soon as I stepped onto the street, I heard them again, those footsteps, perfectly echoing mine. I spun around, desperate to catch whoever it was. But again, there was no one. Just the empty street and the flickering lights. I hurried home, heart pounding, and locked the door behind me. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I could hear my blood rushing in my ears, a dog roared that only heightened my anxiety. I checked every window, every lock. Everything was secure. But that night, I didn't sleep. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening, waiting. Over the next few days, the footsteps continued, growing louder and more persistent. They followed me everywhere, day and night. I heard them in the hallway at work and the stairwell, even when I was sure I was alone. They became a constant presence, always there, always just out of sight. I told myself it wasn't real, that it was stress. But deep down, I knew something was terribly wrong.